Hi, this is LeVar with CRF Ventures. Today I'm following up on something that was recently put out on our podcast about investing. Something as little as $1 a day, which would equate to $365 per year over a 22 year period of time. So it's very simple. How this works is you have something that's called compounding interest. And we're going to assume today that you have an initial investment that's put in over 7 year period of time for your son, daughter, or grandchild, or whomever. And basically, the rationale for that is that about 7 years they're going into elementary school, either the first grade or kindergarten or something similar to that. So if you put $1 a day away for 365 days, that gives you $365 over a 7 year period of time. That amounts to about $2,555. Once you take that and you put in a time period of about 50 years, 15 years, that gives you another 15 years on top of that 7 years, which then gets you to the 22 years that I was mentioning in the very beginning. So $1 a day equates to about $30.42 a month. And then you take that and you put the length of time in there for about 15 years on top of the 7 years, which gets you a total period of time of 22 years. And you assume an interest rate of about 9%. That's about a percent lower than what the market typically provides at a very safe level over an annual basis. So I think 9% is fair. So we're going to look at that interest compounding on an annual basis. In 15 years from your initial investment of $22,555 or $1 a day for 7 years, you would yield a $20,000 return. Now, obviously, that's not, it does include some of your investment. So you look at your graduated scale of investment from the first year, which would be $365 all the way up to the seventh year, which is then $2,555. And then every year after that, you're adding $365, but the interest is growing. So in effect, you've invested a total of $8,000 over a 22-year period of time, but you have a yield or a gain or a capital gain, from the associated interest that was paid of $20,024.45. So that's very, very achievable for the average American, the below average American, and any person that's investing, even if you're not American, just anyone that wants to invest. That's something that's very simple to do. It's $1 a day. Now, if you look at then, once you reach that age of the 22 years of age, and now you say you want to invest for the next 10 years at the same rate, so you take $20,000 and you say, hey, I'm going to invest that now for another 10 years. And I'm going to continue to contribute only $1 a day. So my monthly contribution does not increase. It stays at that $30.42 a day. You then have the length of time, 10 years, same interest rate, 9% less than what's in the market, what's expected on the market. When you calculate that, compounds again on an annual basis. Now, within that next 10 years, you have a gain or a total investment gain of $52,893.30. So let's just round down and say $52,000. Again, your initial investments add up to about $23,650, but you have a total gain of $52,893.30. So when you look at this, you're almost doubling your money by just doing something very simple. And what could you do with $52,000 when you turn 30? What could you do, or 32? What could you do with $20,000 when you turn 22? You're able to invest that. And again, I've given you very small numbers of return, very small interest rates. So hopefully this clarifies everything. If you want to learn more, please send me any emails or questions that you might have, or provide something on our YouTube page, or send me a note on Instagram, and I will try to respond to it. And in a similar way, if there's something that you want to learn more about, or you have some questions, or you want me to show, please let me know, and I will definitely try to make that happen. Take care.